This video is brought to you by Loot Crate. Head today to lootcrate.com/reviewtechusa and enter the code RTU to save 10% on any subscription plan. Skip it up and that up. So Kim Kardashian, we all know her, even if you don't want to know her. She is a reality TV star. Her dad was a multi-million-dollar lawyer and all this other crap. She's another one who had a silver spoon in her mouth and because she made sex tapes became famous. She married Kanye West and made him forget how to produce music. He was one of my favorite producers and now I think his music sucks. Anyway, got that off my chest. She now, I should say, has her own video game on iOS and Android called Kim Kardashian Hollywood. This game could generate as much as $200 million this year in in-app purchases. That's what industry analyst Doug Kreutz said. Anyway, there's no such thing as bad publicity, right? Kreutz said. Obviously, Kim Kardashian's brand has driven people to download the game, but at this point, the game has taken on a life of its own. Released on June 25th, Kim Kardashian Hollywood was a chart topper for free-to-play games on the US iTunes App Store and has seen millions of installs on Android. The game was developed by Glue Mobile. I've seen them before. They develop a whole bunch of apps on Android. And its success drove shares of the company up 44%. Now, just so you wrap your mind around how fucked this is, all right, $200 million in a year. The Simpsons tapped out, which launched in August of 2012. It took more than a year for that game with the Simpsons brand, the most iconic cartoon you could say of all time. It took more than a year for that game to reach $100 million in lifetime revenue. Wow, man, this is so fucked on so many levels. Now look, I know there's people that are going to see this video because of the title and they're instantly going to rage and probably write hate comments because obviously there's a lot of people out there that like Kim Kardashian if this game is doing that well. So you're not going to want to hear what I have to say even if it's rational. The first thing I'm going to say, I never, ever hate on somebody's success. If someone has success and they're doing well and they can buy a Maserati and they use $100 bills to wipe their ass with, Godspeed to them. But I only respect the people that have earned it. I like actresses, actors, or people that have worked hard to get where they're at, okay? Those are the people that I respect. Scarlett Johansson, she's gorgeous and she could act her ass off. Natalie Portman could act her ass off. Brad Pitt, so on and so forth. Those are the kind of people that I respect. You know what? They worked for where they got to. They're talented. They deserve the accolades that they get. They deserve the money and the respect that they've earned it. They've earned it throughout the years. Okay, and there's a bunch of other people, musicians and other people that I respect too. What has Kim Kardashian done besides make sex tapes and have parents that have a shit ton of cash? What has she done? She's done nothing. Why is she idolized? What is so special? And I know people are going to say, well, she's gorgeous. You listen, man, I took acting classes out in California. You could walk around the Santa Monica Pier and there are women out there. You'll have an erection that lasts for 4 hours and you'll have to go to the hospital. There are gorgeous women everywhere. Yes, of course, that helps her brand. But what got her there is that all it really was is that her parents had a fuck ton of money and she can market herself because she had the money to market herself with. She literally has zero talent and people worship her. It's sick that America does this. And you know what? You know what's funny too? It's sick how we throw the same people that we worship. A year later, we throw them away. Where the hell is Paris Hilton now? Remember, Paris Hilton was fucking everywhere. Her and her sister, her especially. Now no one gives a shit about her. I found out that she pays photographers to photograph her when she goes out now because no one gives a shit anymore, but she wants to pretend that people actually still do. So Paris Hilton pays photographers to go out when she goes out and to take pictures so she still looks important. This is, and what scares me, and who do you think is downloading this game? Who do you think's downloading it? Little girls, tweens, teens, early teenage girls who look up to Kim Kardashian. And what kind of role model is she? What is she? What kind of role model is she besides, oh, hey, be a slut, make sex tapes, and if your parents have a lot of money, you could market yourself? It teaches them zero about self-respect. It just teaches them if you're born with a silver spoon in your mouth, you could do whatever the fuck you want to without consequence. There's no reason for this girl to be, this woman, I should say, to be idolized, man. There's no reason for it. And it disgusts me that this game, that she's so popular for doing nothing, and she's so popular for the wrong reasons that this game is that successful. America, I mean, there's other cultures throughout the world who worship celebrities like this, but America's the worst. And on top of it, she's a celebrity for doing fucking nothing special except fucking. Think about that. All right, folks, this is Rich of Review Tech USA. Make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting my channel. Have a good one.